Hey, how's everyone doing today? It is Berkfamily54comics. I am Steve. Welcome to our weekly powered up comic book reviews Thursday night chats. I'm excited to come back on Thursday. Last week we ended up doing it on Sunday, and this week we're back on Thursday. We will not have our full panel tonight, unfortunately, but I do have Ryan, who's been joining me for a while. What's up, Ryan?
Hey, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, just got back in from vacation. Been reading some of the books that came out yesterday, so I'm ready to talk about everything that I've been reading. A lot of good books out there this week.
Absolutely, man. So where did you go?
Yeah, so I was in Brownsville most of the time, which is like the southernmost tip of Texas, I guess. Um, it's a really cool town. It's busy enough that they have a lot of like the big city kind of attractions, lots of stores and stuff. But it still feels like a small town, so it's got like a real slow pace compared to living here in Houston, the big city hustle bustle. So it definitely felt like a vacation. We went over to Mexico for probably about like 6 hours on Monday. We had a good time out there. We spent most of Sunday on the beach in South Padre, so that was a cool vacation trip. We don't get to do that often, so
That's awesome.
it was a lot of fun. But being out in the sun and all the driving, it wiped me out pretty good. Been trying to catch up on sleep and read some books and just relax and take it easy for the rest of vacation.
Yeah, I'm on extra vacation right now with school and limbo with the whole COVID-19 and all that stuff. And they gave us this week and next week off as well. For now, they did cancel in-person classes through the end of May, but the state is trying to work out a way to do virtual teaching. So hopefully we can figure that out next week so we can start it the following week. So we don't have anyone in here yet. I think one person stopped in before. I do have a little bit of an update for my background here. As you can see, I now have my Power Rangers box back there, along with a signed JDF comic and a picture with him and my action figure. I got that box obviously last week, and I also brought home my computer from work. That's kind of a different angle. It's more of looking down versus looking up. So that's why I display that. You can see it a little bit better. So I'm going to message a few people on the old Instagram and let them know we're live. And then we'll talk about what books we got or what books we're going to get. I'm live right now. I built my daughter some monkey bars. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Oh yeah. I saw your post. You got to buy a $30 box of screws for your project.
Dude, I did have to buy a $30 box of screws. It sucked, man.
Yeah, that's awesome though. She'll enjoy it. Social distancing,
Yes, for sure. I'm going.
Yeah, we've been getting messages from the school system, so they're working on the whole digital classroom stuff as well. So
okay,
it's definitely interesting the things that are going on right now. It's a different world.
It really is, and everyone's going through it, and a lot of people are like in limbo. They don't know what they're going to get paid. I know some people right now are not getting paid. There's a lot to worry about right now, and hopefully we can all make it through it.
Yeah, one of the artists I follow on Instagram, I guess his primary income is I think he's a manager at a popular chain retail store in one of the biggest malls, and I think it's the biggest mall in San Antonio. So nothing in the mall is considered essential, therefore it's closed. Therefore he's he's not able to work, so he's having to lean on his art for income a lot more now. And
that makes
that's the tough part. Yeah.
That I'm worried about my parents because they own a couple hardware stores, and if they have to close, I mean, that's going to suck for them. Like, I don't know how they're going to pay any bills. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So far, they're still having us work. As far as the updates I've seen, I haven't been there for any meetings, so I don't know exactly what the long-term plan is. But we do home service insurance, so we're going into people's homes, and because it's life insurance, it tends to be a lot of elderly people. So I'm still waiting to hear exactly what their long-term plan is, because I definitely don't want to have to be the person that tracks something bad into somebody's home.
Absolutely, dude. Yeah, we have
So,
we've eaten at home every single day, and the only times I go to the store is just to get supplies for this monkeys bar set. Okay, all right, let's get back into some comics. If you've not already joined my 700, 800 subscriber giveaway, I'm giving away this bad boy along with some other free comic books. So after this video, head over to my 700, 800 subscriber giveaway video. Watch it or look in the description for how to enter so you can win this awesome slab. I haven't seen Ryan enter yet, so hopefully he does that. You have until April 11th to do so. So you have plenty of time.
awesome.
So you said you have not been to the comic book store yet. Hey,
I
Phil,
have not.
man.
I need to check. I haven't even actually checked yet to see if they're open, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're open, and
I bet
Manny and
they
Chino
are.
are usually trying to do something. So I'm sure they're making it
Boy,
work.
Kevin, what's up, man? Got a couple good dudes up in here.
Awesome.
All right, let me show off what books I got this week. First off, this is a book that I came out last week. Hey, Lasso, what's up, dude? I got Go Go Power Rangers number 30. I got the physical copy after reading it on Comixology. Hey, Chino, Mane, what's up?
Yo.
What up, dude? I also, so the rest of these books are books that came out this week. I had to get TMNT Power Rangers number 4. I got the Leo holding the Pink Ranger's helmet. This is all Pink Ranger for this one, different turtles as well. Obviously, the one of 25 is a green and the one per store is white. But they also have this really, really awesome cover. I don't know if you're going to pick it up or not. I sent it to you. Dude, this cover might be the most cover like I've ever seen. That's not like a helmet cover. Dude, that is sick, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like that cover. I don't know what. I think usually I get the regular cover in my box, and then whatever other covers they have, I usually grab. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna be able to get when I make it.
So sick.
But I would definitely like to get that one.
I wanted to get a helmet cover regardless, but I did not plan on getting this, and I didn't even know this was one of the covers. And I saw it, I'm like, oh, I'm buying that.
Yeah.
Buying that. I now have a poll for Batman, so I was able to pick regular cover or variant. So I went with the Francesco Mattina variant of the Penguin. Oh, at the bottom there's some penguins and some rocket launchers on their back. And then, how did you say to enter for the giveaway again? Head over to my 700 to 800 subscriber giveaway video. The directions for how to enter are in the description of the video, and I also go over it as well. Nice artwork. Hell yeah, dude. This or this. Probably both, but mainly this. This is such a beautiful cover, man. So sick.
That might be the best piece of art I've seen in this whole miniseries.
Dude, like a lot of all the helmet covers, they're cool, but
yeah,
like you said, this might
but they're all the same. Yeah, I mean it's
actual artwork we've seen in the whole series, and the whole series has been great.
Yeah,
dope
no
cover.
complaints. It's just that's an insanely good cover. Best one in the run for sure.
Definitely the best one in the run. Digging the Turtles cover. Heck yeah, dude. And then I also grabbed Nightwing number 70. I got this for cover price. I'm like, hey, just letting you know, this book is going for more, which I did not know. So shout out to my dude, Mark Spector Comics, for letting me know in the comment section in my top pick for New Comic Book Day. He said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to grab this book. It's going for like $20. And I said, I had no idea. He was already on the spec game on this, knew it was going for more. I told the guys, I'm like, hey, I want to buy this. I'm just letting you know it does go for more, and I will pay that. But
You're too nice.
and he's like, well, whatever's over there is over there. We'll sell it to you for cover price, man. That's fine. We're in the business of selling books, so if you want to buy it, buy it. So I got it for cover price, and I was super, super stoked. Flash 6792 says that this cover is the best cover so far in the whole run as well. So absolutely, definitely agree with that. Nightwing 70, how did that book get hot? Nobody was reading it. I've been reading it for the last 10 issues. You also said no one was reading Flash Forward. I read the whole series. So whenever like people think that like no one's reading a book, someone's out there reading it. Someone is reading it. Boy Who Had Seven says he has 2 of the cover Bs for Nightwing. You know, I thought the cover B was pretty cool. But with this being a Joker-centric story, I thought this was the better cover to get. So, okay. You did not get any books yet. The Rick Grayson stuff is horrible. You know, I actually don't mind it very much at all. I did kind of find it funny that they did the 80 years of Robin and how it coincided with the fact that the original Robin doesn't even know he was a Robin. Like, they should have probably fixed that before they did their 80-year anniversary thing with him. But whatever. I'm sure it was just all side stories anyways. I did not read it, but I didn't feel like paying $10 for it. So what books did you or are you going to get this week? Or what are ones that you've already read?
Well, picking up, I'm definitely getting the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers crossover, of course. Usagi Yojimbo #9 is out this week. Tartarus #2 is out this week.
Corey, what's up?
Something is killing the children #6 is out. Man, there's a lot of books out this week. A lot of good indies. Alienated #2. Yeah, made it in yesterday evening.
Is your shop open, Chino, Manny?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Are y'all open? How are we doing this?
Hook him up with some stuff. Stand 6 feet away from him and slide it down the table.
And he like the bank, you know, the air tube.
Yeah. Just fold the book. Oh shit. Okay, go on. Sorry.
Oh, and then the only other ones I can think of off the top of my head is the 4 AWA. Okay, awesome. I'll probably be out tomorrow at some point. The AWA Upshot books, this was their big launch week, so they dropped 4 #1s. And I did read through all 4 of those. I was kind of excited for the launch and everything, but I'll tell you about the books in a little while.
Awesome.
And then I read Batman, 91? I read that one as well. So
I'm excited to talk with you about Batman, because the last time we talked, you did not think it was very good. So I'm wondering.
And this is my first one since then too. So I hope I haven't.
You have not been reading.
No, I haven't kept up with it. No, yeah, it bored me that much.
Wow.
And I like Tinian because I'm loving Something That's Killing the Children, but I don't know. That man didn't really catch me. His designer thing. I don't know. It seems cool now that they revealed that. But
dude, since that issue that you and I both said it was just blah, every issue has gotten better and better and better. I'm telling you, Batman has been a really good read. Tori Tate says he's good, bro. Just trying to weather this crazy time. Dude, totally understand. Me too. No one got Spider-Woman #1. There was like 40 covers to choose from. No, did not.
Didn't even realize it was coming out.
Definitely thought about getting it. I liked all the covers. The Art Germ covers of the new suit and the old suit were pretty sweet. But my favorite Spider-Woman is a Spider-Gwen. So that's my Spider-Woman. So I don't know anything about this one. I definitely think people should get it because it's a #1, and she's gonna be added to the MCU soon. So did think about getting it. I just opted not to. So what book should we talk about first? Should we talk about Batman?
Yeah,
Or
I guess we already kind of started hash it out. So yeah, let's dive into Batman because I know you're saying it's getting better and better, but like coming back from nothing, this was like what book number 6 of this whole event. So this designer thing. So I was pretty lost. I mean, I think I got the gist of it. Basically, like all the villains are doing something, and Catwoman is robbing the richest people in Gotham. So and this one pretty much focused on what's it called? Well, we got Deathstroke. It pretty much was kind of like his part of this, I'm guessing. And now I guess the next issue is going to be a Saw type game thing with the Riddler. So that's kind of what it came off as to me.
okay, so here's what I'm going to fill you in on. I don't know if you knew this or not, but the designer is obviously the main antagonist here. And several years ago, Joker, Riddler, Catwoman, Penguin, they all were invited to this house in like the middle of like a river by the designer. And I was hoping to get Edwin the Comic Jabroni on here tonight, talk Power Rangers TMNT, but he couldn't. And so they all showed up there, and the designer says, "What do you want? I can help you get what you want." So they all wanted different things. They say in the book what they wanted. The Joker basically says what happens that night. Catwoman wants to be rich. Penguin wants to be the ruler of the world. The Riddler, I forgot what the Riddler wants. He wants to be the wisest man. And then the Joker realizes what the designer is doing, because the designer, like, he's making you think that he's helping you, but in actuality, like, he is actually going to do all the things that he tells you should do. And he's going to go rob all the richest people. He's going to go do this, do that. He's going to take over the city. And the Joker doesn't like this. So the Joker kills him, shoots him in the head. But I think it was like 89 he did that, or 88. And so they all thought the designer was dead. But obviously the designer is not dead. Hey, what's up? Southern Comic Geek. And so the Deathstroke part of it is just trying to keep Batman busy while all these other plays are happening. Does that make sense? He's fighting this little battle while all these battles all around him are happening, and he can't fix it because he's fighting Deathstroke instead.
Yeah.
So that's essentially the storyline. And again, he's trying to do this without Alfred, and he doesn't have Robin with him right now. Obviously, Nightwing is not Nightwing, so he's doing like basically all of this by himself, while also dealing with his relationship with Catwoman, who basically betrayed him. So it's a really interesting like story, in my opinion. What did you think?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess that like kind of helps contextualize it, but I mean, the thing is, without having read the others, it makes it really hard to be invested in that fight with Deathstroke, because I don't have the context for it. Like it's not like a real fight. It's like it's supposed to be a lot of like emotional beats and a lot of like payoff to things that have happened. So that made that fight just incredibly boring for me. Whenever he falls and like just barely catches them at the last moment, but not quite soon enough to really truly save them, but just enough for comic book logic.
Right.
It was kind of a played out gag, so it didn't really hit for me. The reveal of the Riddler at the end, like it didn't hit because I was like, I don't know where exactly I am in this story, so it's really hard for me to judge it. But like coming into it with no knowledge of what's really going on, the story setup was clear enough. Like I picked that up, but none of the payoffs and like emotional beats really hit because I haven't been invested in all that part.
I thought it was really good. Sorry, I'm still messaging other people. Let them know I'm live. Um,
It was cool, but I think it's definitely like a plot heavy issue, and definitely not a good like jumping on point.
you know,
Uh,
I don't think it's a terrible jumping on point because you kind of got the gist of what's been happening. He's been fighting Deathstroke. Harley and Catwoman have been working together. You know the designer. The Joker says what the other ones are doing, and now the Joker realizes what the designer's overall like scheme was. So, I mean, I don't think it's a terrible one, but obviously you don't know as much as the people that have been reading it. Uh,
yeah. How long of a storyline is this? Do we know?
I do not know how long it is. The last Batman comic I had was 78 from Tom King's run. Love the art. I wasn't too crazy about the story. Well, James Tynion is doing better, in my opinion. Batman 93 is getting a 1 of 25 variant. That is crazy because DC does not do 1 of 25 variants. That is more like a Marvel or Boom or IDW type thing. So that's interesting. I'm gonna look that up right now as we're talking about it. I don't know. I just feel like James Tynion, like when he's writing about it, like he actually gives the characters their own voice. While Tom King, it always felt like it was just Tom King, writing. So
Yeah. And they do all seem like characters. Like I'll give them that. There's definitely like heavy characterizations for each character, and they all have a voice to them. And even like coming in out of nowhere, I kind of understood who was talking and when because all the
Fire
dialogue is so
Davis.
clear and it changes up.
What's up, Fire Davis? Milking it. Yeah, they are. Okay, here we go.
It felt like a really slow book for me personally, though. Definitely felt really slow.
Here we go. Let's see this. You felt like it was, man. I didn't think it was that slow. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So on the left here, this is for Batman 93. The one on the left, this is the 1 of 25 variants of the designer. Here in the middle, this is the Matina cover. That's the cover B. And then the one on the right of the Joker is cover A. So that's interesting that they're doing a 1 of 25. Supposedly that's not Matina. That's actually Art Germ. So that's interesting. So, stop sharing. There we go. Okay. So interesting. Hey, did y'all fire up? Okay, so no, Dustin. No, Dustin's a great guy. He messaged me today and said, "Hey, man, I'm not gonna be able to make it tonight." I didn't ask why, and he's been super busy with work and family and all of that. So it's fine. It's not a huge deal. I obviously wish he was on here. He's a great guy. They have a great YouTube channel. I really enjoy talking to them. I actually asked if Nick could join instead, and Nick had some other family stuff as well. So unfortunately, neither one of them could join tonight. I wished them both the best, and hopefully one of them can join us next week because I really enjoy everyone's company for sure. Both of them. Even when that one time we had both of them on, that was a lot of fun. So
yeah. So So what did you think of the what's it called? The Mighty Morphin Ninja Turtles.
Oh, okay. So, all right, we want to be done talking about Batman. We can talk Ninja Turtles now. Ninja Turtles,
Yeah.
Power Rangers.
So I guess like how much did you really like this Batman issue? Where would you rank it?
I'd give it an 8 out of 10, man. I thought it was really
Okay.
good. Chad, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? I missed this. I missed this working, dude. You need to stop working so much, man. I'm glad to be here talking comics with you guys. Tori, I'm glad you're on here too, man. You're a great person. I enjoy talking with you on the old Instagram and old YouTube. Appreciate you joining us. Dude, I give this an 8 out of. Oh, I give this a 10 out of 9 out of 10. I'd give this an 8 out of 10, man. I thought it was good. I enjoyed the fight just with Deathstroke. I enjoyed finding out more about the things that were happening with like the Joker and all that. And
yeah, that was a pretty deep monologue he had at the opening there.
Dude, we stuck that cigar in a kid's face and it blew up. I knew the whole time. Whoever he's talking to, he's going to kill them. It doesn't matter. So, absolutely. I thought it was really good. Maybe more like a 7.5. But solid issue. I'm excited for the future of it. Let's talk some Power Rangers.
Awesome.
Let's talk some Power Rangers.
So,
Team Power Rangers.
Yeah.
What
did you think?
It's all right.
It's all right.
We got almost everything we wanted out of this book. I'm gonna go to the other book to open it because I want to close this one because this is the nice cover.
Yeah. Yeah. I liked it. I thought it, like you said, it kind of gave us everything. I would say my one issue with it was the pacing. Like, I felt like they just kind of like moved through all the like little fan service stuff a little too fast this time.
Way too quickly to the whole Ninja Rangers, them turning into Ninja Rangers and knowing how to be Ninja Rangers. Way too quickly.
Yeah, and even the Megazord part. I mean, we knew they had to show up with the Megazord, but it just felt like so fast that they got from Ranger Turtles to like Megazord Turtles. I was like, okay, that was really quick, you know?
Though I did enjoy the one-liner that Donnie gave to Raph about I'll read it to you.
They can cut loose.
Donnie, why aren't you the one driving this thing in regards to the Megazord? And Donnie replies, "Don't look at me, Raph. You wanted red so badly that makes you the driver." So I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad issue. And I think from like a miniseries crossover thing like this, we do expect a certain level of fan service.
Yeah.
But it felt just like a little too crammed full. Like they should have revealed the Megazord at the end, and like I don't know, like that should have been the very last page turn, you know. So they could have spent a little more time with the Mighty Morphin Turtles and the Ninja Rangers, you know.
This should have been a 6-issue series, not a 5-issue series.
Yeah, I feel like this whole issue should have been like the Turtles and the Rangers adjusting to who they are, and then doing pretty awesome at the first half of the next issue, and then we start getting Megazord stuff, you know. But putting all of that into one issue, it just felt so like fast and crammed.
I do like that the whole morphine sequence and the fact that they said Turtle Rangers instead of Rangers. That was epic, dude. Super epic.
Like Boom needs to like take to like doing like little 10-15 second video clip animations or something and give us like these morphing sequences, like on Instagram or something, kind of like how Adult Swim does those little like 10 and 15 second little videos.
Yeah,
they pop up in your feed. They're always great.
Where's Dylan at? Where's Dylan at? Dylan, you son of a bitch. I will say I did not like the whole like how Tommy and Tommy's like cousin or whatever and the foot soldiers were all wearing the same clothes. You could not tell them apart whatsoever.
No. It was always when they said their names, I'm sorry, Tommy. Oh, okay, that one's Tommy, the one that he's talking to.
I wanted more Green Ranger Shredder as well, which we did not. Where is it at?
That's the other thing is the villain plot line is like so shortchanged because there's so much in this issue.
Yeah,
it really should have been like 6, so they could have like we should have got way more Rita and Shredder and like building a nefarious plan and like being like evil bad guys behind the scenes as well as in front. Like I don't know. I wish there was another issue in this miniseries so that they could decompress some of this, because this issue just had way too much to say and not enough pages to say it.
You know, I agree with you. I thought still like it, like if you read it, like the voices match up well. It's very like campy for the fans. There's a lot of like the art is unbelievable for the most part, outside of not knowing the difference between the soldiers and all that. Like the art on the Power Rangers, the Turtle Rangers is really good. I mean, I think it's great. I do agree with what you said. I do think it does feel a little rushed. I would like to see. I would have liked to see like their actual like
Weapons come together.
Actually have like you can't really even see, and how does it fit on there? Like it's not like explicitly said or shown, but I do like it. I do like that. I do like all of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that the craftsmanship's put into the page count. You know, we're getting stuff that's written for how many pages there are. There was another series called The Man. Oh wait, no, Strange Skies Over East Berlin was a boom book, and it felt like it was written and created as like a 5 or 6 book series, and then it came out as only 4 books, and like the first one's amazing, the second one's really good, and then the third and fourth ones like have these pacing issues, and it feels like it was already made and edited down.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate that this particular book, even though it probably should have been a 6-book series so they could get more pages and everything, it does feel like it was written for the page count that it has. Like they knew going in, we got to cram this in, you know, because it's still well written. All the voices are there. The characterizations make sense. And the story is still pretty much connected, except for I do feel like I'm forgetting more and more what's even going on with Tommy or that he's there.
Dude, I don't like it. I don't like.
Whenever he popped up in this book, I was like, "Oh yeah, there's a Tommy story involved in all this too." It's weird how I forgot all of that.
And I don't like it. I don't like what I don't like what they've done with Tommy in the Power Ranger series. They need to fix it and fix it now because it pisses me off. Hopefully it goes back.
It sucks though because it makes him come off as a character that can literally only work as like being sidelined, you know. Like, because that's how he came into the show, and that's how they always use him, by taking him away. Now, like, our Rangers are weaker and more in dire straits, you know, and then he shows up and saves everyone.
To beat the Rangers, and now, he's become a Power Ranger, so now we need to take him away so we can beat the Rangers again. So I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I don't like it, though.
It's a very flat character.
He needs to be more involved with the story, as opposed to just being a prisoner. Like I love the first 2 issues, amazing. But the fact that he's still been sidelined the last 2 issues, don't like it. Don't like it. It almost feels like Ryan Parrott doesn't like him. I'm sure that's not actually it, but it does feel like he likes more of just like the regular Rangers more. I don't know why it feels that way. Maybe it's because
I know what you mean. Like, I don't think he doesn't like Tommy. I think he loves Tommy as much as like any other super fan. But I definitely feel like he leans on that as the writing style of like, get rid of Tommy so we have the 5 balanced perspectives, you know?
Yeah, and maybe he just feels used to it because he was on Go-Go first. Hopefully, I've been trying to get Ryan on my YouTube for a long time. Hopefully, I can get him on here and he can confess his hatred for Green Power Ranger. I mean, I'm not going to ask him explicitly that if he ever joins, but I would like to ask him why he does that. But they need to get him more involved in the story. I'm excited for issue 5, though. Like I said from issue 1, I wanted to see the Turtles driving that. What is that thing that they have in their lair?
The giant robot.
Yeah, what is his name? Chad, what's his name?
He's not even a giant robot, but they're gonna make him
a robot that's Metalhead.
Metalhead. There you go.
It had the laser next to it that could enlarge it too. Like that was like the easiest.
Such a setup.
That he could use. Maybe he's waiting for like a volume 2. I don't know, but man, they should have been using.
No, That's got to show up like in the next one. You think the Rangers will command it?
Maybe in issue 5.
Watch it'll be all like weak and useless and stuff, but because they're so like masterfully trained and Megazord commanding, they're really awesome with it. Meanwhile, the turtles have no idea what they're doing, so they're like the Megazord's already powered up, so they're just awesome anyway. You know, that's how they're gonna balance it.
Listen to this. I messaged Rod the Rican that I'm live. He messaged back, "I'm sleeping, bro." He's not sleeping. He's trying to sleep. That's funny. That's a good one. No worries, Rod. We'll see you next time. He was on here last time. So, I'm excited for issue 5. I'm sad it's ending because it started off like real. Hey, oh, he did say come in. What's up? He was sleeping. He had a long day, dude. No worries at all. I was joking the whole time. I just thought it was funny. Appreciate you stopping by, brother. It started off really good. We both said like it was probably the best of the series so far. But issue 3 and 4 just felt like it was just like okay. Which you're gonna get that in this story. You have to get from point A to point B. Sometimes in the middle it's gonna be kind of boring. I did
well, your Act 2 drag is very much a real thing, you know.
I did enjoy the Power Rangers riding and the turtle van. Thought that was pretty cool. And I do like that Casey is involved. I do like all of that. I do like that Rocksteady, what's up later, dude? Rocksteady,
I'm gonna spend some time together too.
Rocksteady and Bebop did what you wanted them to do.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
Bro.
But yeah, I do like Casey Jones with the Rangers. I would like to see them get to spend some time and develop some interaction. That was another thing that felt rushed. Like I think they would, they're kind of like high school teenager banter would play very well with Casey Jones. I think in a weird way, like he's streetwise and they're not so streetwise, you know. So I think it's like an interesting dynamic, but it just felt so rushed. There was no time to develop anything there, you know.
Yeah.
And what's her name? April as a ranger. That was cool too. Like how much she was enjoying it. I liked her little quips and stuff. But again, they just felt shortchanged. Didn't get enough time to really build character and stuff into those scenes.
Dude, what's on your hoodie?
It's the Punisher logo.
Oh, dude, I thought it was a Wu-Tang Clan logo. Dude, Punisher, man. First 2 seasons, or the only 2 seasons of the Punisher, amazing. Oh, also, I have the appearance of the Punisher.
Wow.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Like we've been saying from the beginning, I do not like the way the turtles look without the Power Ranger costumes on. They look very little kiddish to me, like the way their bandanas are drawn, and
they look like or something like a Pokemon.
Yeah, they do look like a Pokemon. I don't like that. They need to look more like. They need to look more like this.
Yeah.
That is how the Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers should be drawn. That is amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So, what else you got to say about Power Rangers TMNT?
No, I think that's about it. I mean, like the one thing I hate, if this was an ongoing, then it would be like, let's take this serious, you know, like do it like you've done the Power Rangers stuff or how Turtles is. But because it's a mini series like this, I feel like lean into the fan service because we know this is what it is, you know. You don't have to be like super obvious about a cash grab, you know, but at the same time, like lean into the fan service. And I don't know, I feel like this issue was really just so full of little bitty fan service that it felt very cramped, and they could have done a lot more by building out those scenes where you have the turtles with or you have the Rangers with Casey, and you have the turtles with April, and the morphed. You know, she's involved in everything. Like, build that out a little more. Just like the pacing on all that, there should have been more development in each of those scenes, and they felt too fan servicey. You know, I wish they had spent a little more time developing those things.
Absolutely.
Other than that, though, it was a great book.
It felt like there was a lot of just like blah happening in it. but we also did say we wish it was an issue longer, so we got more campy blah stuff.
Yeah.
We do like it quite a bit because, I mean, to me, the two things that I loved more than anything growing up were Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers. Like, I had fat head Ninja Turtles all over my wall. I had a Ninja Turtle nightlights,
blanket, comforter, bed set.
I had the sleeping bag,
the curtains.
I had the curtains. I had the blanket. I had
an area rug.
These people had like this wallpaper border that went around the top of their rooms. I had Ninja Turtle all around the top of my room, and then so that was when I was younger. I was like 3 or 4. I went to go see the very first movie when it came out. I was on like 2 or 3, and then when I was 5, the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger series came out.
Yeah.
I remember like distinctly watching the very first like episode, and I was like, "Oh my god, I want to be a Power Ranger!"
I know what you mean, man. I used to like run home. It was like a quarter of a mile from where our bus would drop us off, and I would run. When the bus dropped us off in the afternoon, I would run full sprint all the way home to catch as much Power Rangers and Batman the Animated Series every afternoon.
Dude, I was the Green Power Ranger like 2 years in a row for Halloween.
I was definitely Rangers and Turtles like every year.
I remember being so mad when like he lost his powers. Oh, dude, I was so mad. When he came back, I was like, yes.
Yes.
And the movie came out, and I was like, this is amazing.
I definitely remember watching the first episode of Power Rangers. Turtles, that was before Rangers, and I just got into that. I don't remember anything too specific, other than I had like it was a movie, like a cassette, and it had it came with like 3 episodes or something on there, probably like the first 2 or 3 episodes of the animated show. So I remember watching that a lot. I remember watching the first episode of Rangers when that came out, and then whenever the movie came out, I distinctly remember the construction scene when they first morph and show off all their awesome powers and stuff in the movie. I remember watching that on the big screen. I remember how awesome that felt,
Dude, let me show you something. So, I wore out this video that my mom gave me when I was a kid of the Ninja Turtles, and you're a true Ninja Turtles fan when you remember this. So I googled it so you can see it. It was Ninja Turtles, Heroes in a Half Shell, the like concert. Do you remember this at all?
No.
Dude, it was so bad, but it was so like horrible. But like looking back on it, it was terrible. Like they looked like Ninja Turtles and Kiss put together. You know what I mean? Like their guitars had like 2 strings on them, and like
they were like the Wiggles of their generation, of our generation, I guess.
They had multiple people in the costume, so like it was super hot in there, and so they would run back and coming out of their shells tour is what it was. So they would run back and they would they would run back, and the next person would run out in the same suit because the person was dehydrated from being in that hot suit.
Ugh, that sounds
awful. Coming out of our shells, whoa, whoa, out of our shells. That was a song. That was their opening song.
Wow.
I remember that.
That sounds terrible.
Dude, I wore out. I wore it out.
No, I watched a lot of the first Ninja Turtle movie. I had that on tape. I probably wore that out. The Power Rangers movie, and then like
the cassettes
or VHS tapes I had of all the like different episodes and stuff. I watched all that just over and over and over again.
Did I ever see the costumed Turtles interview with Oprah? When I was a kid, I did not, but I have seen it on YouTube, and it is quite weird.
Oh man,
it is quite.
I haven't seen that. Oh, that sounds awful.
I would show it on here, but I know there's copyright issues with that, so I won't. I'll show it to Ryan after. It's pretty good. Wow. We got anything else we want to talk about with TMNT, Power Rangers, issue 4, 8 out of 10.
Yeah, 8, 9 out of 10. It's a good issue. It's really solid. Like I said, just pace it better.
Ryan Parrott's, it's a good writer.
Yeah. And that's my thing. Like, I hate to keep dragging this on, but Go-Go Power Rangers, like, especially once you get to like 16 through 20, really probably like 12 through 20, like those issues, there's so many great quiet moments where so much character out of each individual character and that in those books. And I guess that's really what I feel like is lacking in this crossover. I wish there was just like longer character scenes. That would make me feel so much better.
I'm looking up really quickly the Ninja Turtles Oprah thing.
Like I don't know how other people felt about it, but Go-Go, whenever they go to the other planet and they body swap and Trini and Jason like hook up, like that stuff was great to me because it I guess it kind of fits that shipping stuff, but at the same time, like it felt organic, it felt honest, and I really liked the way it was written. Like it was all about character and there was a lot of body language to it versus just like all this written dialogue. And I don't know, the way he does those little quiet scenes, that's what I like about his writing. I wish I saw more of it in this crossover, but yeah, it was a good issue.
Dude, okay, so here I'm gonna go full screen here so you can see this, because this is really funny. Screen share. All right, here we go. This kid is awesome, by the way. Oprah asked the guys if they ever wished star reporter April O'Neil was a turtle, to which Raphael replies that he's been trying to talk to her into an interspecies relationship for months. The guys would laugh about it, but Michelangelo steps up to address the real problem with April being a human, and she can't hold her breath long enough. That sounds really awkward to me.
Yeah, that's super cringy.
Yes, it is. So there is that. Who was it that asked me that? Southern Comic. There you go. All right. What's the third book you want to talk about?
Honestly, I didn't really settle on one. I just kind of wanted to like kind of give some overviewing statements about this AWA Upshot launch. They dropped 4 number ones. I read all 4 of them, and so I guess I just kind of want to like talk about that for a minute because I was pretty excited for this. It does seem kind of like the Image thing of the 90s where like it's like a lot of superstar artists with like newer writers. And so I don't know, a lot of the books to me just felt kind of hollow. Like they all have amazing artwork.
Sorry, go on.
No, the artwork in them is all great, but a lot of the stories just kind of, for instance, The Resistance. The book has oddly so much potential because it's so relevant. The Resistance is basically a book that's about this virus takes over the world by spreading super fast and being extremely contagious, and it's extremely deadly to 95% of the population, and it's 100% infectious. So everybody's going to get it. 95% of people will die from it. And so the whole book is like about like self-quarantining and like social distancing and stuff, which is crazy because
it was written before the whole coronavirus thing.
Yeah, like they announced this book like a year ago, pre-orders like 6 months ago. The book's been ready to go, so it's crazy how accurate it is. The difference being basically you're seeing 2 months of this virus even in existence, and like the world is decimated, but it's like scary accurate. The thing is, right at the end of the book, it's almost like Contagion. The whole book, you're kind of seeing like how countries and governments and stuff are dealing with this virus and stuff. And it's kind of plotting along with all that. You're getting like this weird mix of like Contagion and House of Cards.
And what did you say?
And then at the end,
what did you say this book is called?
it's called The Resistance. The big like final page reveal is basically that really this book is more like heroes. The 5% that survived the virus, they also have like superpowers. And that's like the big page reveal. So the next book is going to be absolutely nothing like the whole first book.
I don't think I spelled that right.
Resistance,
Oh, that
I
is
believe.
all right. All right. Yeah.
It's like a flaming skull world thing. And no way did I think this was going to be like this kind of. I thought it was going to be like, you know, a guerrilla warfare, standing up to the government kind of thing or something. But the Resistance is apparently the 5% that survived the virus. Now they have superpowers. So it's going to be a weird shift into the next book because, you know, there were no powers in this first one really, other than like one page.
Can I ask you really quickly why do you like independent comics more than DC and Marvel?
Well, I mean, the main thing is I don't know why, but like superheroes, I tend not to stick to. Yes, it is Southern Comic Geek. Like I don't know. Every time I try to start reading a superhero comic series, I totally fall off of it. Like I quit keeping up. I don't know why. I like the Marvel movies. I like comic book movies in general, even shows. But for some reason, superhero comics don't really. I don't know. I'll read like 2 issues and then I'll totally forget it even exists. Indies, I feel like they take bigger swings and they're being more creative in a lot of ways because they're not limited by like Marvel doesn't publish the kind of stuff that indies do because they're so limited to being within their superheroes. How does this story apply to my superhero? Well, then I can't tell a story that would be something like, you know, like how are you going to put Spider-Man in something like The Walking Dead, you know? Like they tell these different kinds of stories all together because they can, you know, and they take a lot of times bigger, crazier swings. I feel like a lot of superhero stuff, they keep retelling the same stories with different characters over and over again, you know?
Well, at least there's someone like you out there that likes those independents. The only independents that I like are Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles and God Country. Please tell me you've read God Country.
I still haven't got around to it, no.
Dude, you should see if it's on Comixology or something.
Yeah, I need to.
Dude,
I've been doing a lot of driving. It's like 6 hours to Brownsville, so.
Dude,
and I drove there and back both times there, all over Brownsville and through Mexico.
I guarantee you, Chino and Manny has God Country in a trade paperback form at their shop, or someone does in Houston. I 100% can guarantee someone has God Country trade paperback in Houston.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt in my mind I can get it. I just have to go get it.
Byron Davis says, I noticed some current Marvel and DC books require readers to have to read 2 other main series to read the current series, like they all tie together, which can be stressful at times for my wallet. I agree, 100%.
Yeah, a lot of the like crossover stuff does not appeal to me. Not that I don't want to see those characters interact, but having to read like 12 books just to read one little crossover thing isn't really something I'm interested in.
No, I agree.
Crossovers like this, Turtles and Rangers, like that's awesome because they did it on a little like universe that basically has a beginning and end, and you just get in and get out, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
If they were trying to actually cross over like the Ninja Turtle ongoing with the Ranger ongoing, like there's no way. Like it would be awful, you know?
Dude, the dude just called a shot.
Ouch.
That's multiple people have told you how good that book.
Oh yeah.
It's
guaranteed I'll have it read by next week.
There you go.
That'll be the book I talk about next Thursday. See? Boom. Already picked one.
Boom. Tori Tate says, I like independent comics too, as long as it's books like G.I. Joe, Transformers, certain Image books. I like it.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I like it a lot. Not a big Transformers fan. I understand that was about 5 years before my time, maybe 10 years. So I'm assuming you're like 37, maybe 40-ish in that area. If you like Transformers a lot more, because I was like the 80s and I'm like a late 80s baby. So 90s are my jam. So
That's always been my experience. G.I. Joe seemed to hit just like 5 years ahead of me, and all of those people are so into it.
there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Nightwing number 70. So I don't know if you know, because I said it earlier. Nightwing is not really Nightwing right now. He doesn't remember that he's Nightwing.
Well, yeah. Some of the podcasts I listen to talk about it, so I do know that much.
Tom King made him get shot in the head by KG Beast, so he doesn't remember anything. Batman and Eternal Comics, really good. Issue 1, Volume 1 and Volume 3 are the best. Volume 2 kind of sucks. But overall, I liked all
I haven't read those or the Justice League one either.
Volume 3, amazing. So good.
Yeah, that's the one where they actually like blend the characters, right?
Yeah, so that's when they actually like blend like the universes, and yeah. And like Raphael is Red Hood, which fits him perfectly. And Leo is Nightwing, and Michelangelo is Damian Wayne, and Donnie is Red Robin. I'm 45. Boom! See? I can tell when people like Transformers that they're older than me.
Yep. For just a few years.
Rick needs to be Dick. Yes, he doesn't need to be. Yes. Well, also it's RIC. There's no K on Rick for Rick Grayson right now. Anyways, yeah, he doesn't know that he does know, but it doesn't feel real to him. And there's also the Talons wanted him to become a Talon again, so they tried to change his memory, and it almost worked. So now he's dealing with all of that with these other Nightwing people. There's 4 of them, a brother and a sister, and then 2 others that are, there's Nightwing Blue and Nightwing Red, which obviously you can tell what costumes they've worn. And then the other 2, the brother and sister, they wear like the throwback Nightwing costume that he wore like when he was first Nightwing, but one for a boy and one for a girl. So those are the costumes that they're wearing. And he actually just got a new costume. I'll show it off in this issue. Because before he just had like black stuff around his eyes. He didn't actually have like a mask. And now he does have a mask. There he is right there. And now he's wearing red as well. So kind of a new look for him. But the Joker, obviously, is making his return in the old DC.
Oh yeah, isn't this issue supposed to be the start of a new Joker story or something?
Journey to Joker War. So he realizes that there are other people being Nightwing. He doesn't like it. He's not a real Nightwing, and he goes out and takes out Nightwing Blue, while Nightwing Red and the brother and sister are contemplating hanging up their costumes. So, this happened in the Nightwing book, not the Batman book, with the old Joker and the cigar blowing up in his face. Well, anyway, he's got a love interest in Dia. She's African American, so normally it's with like Barbara. But the Joker at the end of it, and he figures out he sneaks in wearing Nightwing Blue's costume after he basically destroyed him.
Wow.
So interesting, really interested to see where they go from here. I do want Rick to go back to being Dick, but I still enjoyed it. I still enjoy it a lot. So I'm really looking forward to for Nightwing. I don't agree with this, not at all, because Power Rangers were from Super Sentai, and Super Sentai was around before Voltron. It is a fact. You can Google that. There was 20 seasons of the Power Rangers over in Super Sentai before they created the Power Rangers, and Super Sentai was on there for 10 years before Voltron. Voltron was really good. Voltron, to me, like you said, was an OG Power Rangers because I do remember watching it, and they'd float down holding that thing, and they'd get into their sword-looking foot thing, all of that. I did grow up in Power Rangers as well, but before the Power Rangers, I grew up in Voltron. You know? Yeah. There you go. Let's see.
Yeah, I really liked Voltron, but I don't know. From a surface level, I do always feel like I thought like, oh yeah, Voltron's like Power Rangers, but I don't know. They feel so completely different. Like when you actually sit down and watch it, the vibe is so completely different. It's weird.
Voltron was first created in 1984. Super Sentai creation.
Early 70s, mid 70s.
1971. So.
Oh, I was gonna say 72. Darn.
I understand how you say that they were a ripoff because the TV show came before the other one, but it didn't really because it was over in Japan before that. So, have I ever seen Transformers, the movie, the animated one? I have not. I've seen the non-animated ones. I was not impressed. So, Ryan, you still there with me? Oh no! I hope his phone didn't mess up again. It messed up earlier. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Question. Both are good. That is right. I definitely agree with that. We're at our 1 hour limit anyways. We usually just do an hour of our show. So I definitely appreciate everyone for joining us. We had great people in here. We had a little, Ron, you're back.
Oh, there we go. Whew.
I was just going to say goodbye to everyone because we're at the 1 hour anyways. And I had a great time. I know you're tired. I'm tired too. Tori, Southern Comic Geek, Fire Davis, Rob that dropped in, Magic Lasso, Backseat Driver, Chad, Chino Manny. Who else was here?
Did you watch the Power Rangers Batman crossover DC animation movie?
I've not seen that, but I've heard it's great.
It wasn't bad, but the best part of the whole movie is the first fight between Shredder and Batman at the beginning. It's worth the cost of entry.
Boy, 7 was here. Flash 6792. All right. I definitely appreciate everyone for joining. It was a fun show tonight. Not a lot of people joined. That's all right. We missed Dustin. He's always invited. He's always great. We'll be here next week. They're in a different way. Please listen to the Transformers movie better than Michael Bay. I can believe you on that.
Yeah.
Freeze up. Oh. Okay. Well, Ryan, go ahead and tell them where they can catch you at, and then I'll go over me as well.
Okay. So check me out on Instagram. I'm at Nuexguy. And I don't know. Everything's kind of in limbo right now with social distancing and quarantine and everything else. So who knows what'll be going on by the time we get here next week. But I'm definitely going to be talking about God Country wherever I'm at next week. So tune in, check it out, and we'll see what we can do to keep everything going as long as society, stays alive.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to go to the comic book store for a while. So hopefully we can still continue.
Yeah.
Good thing I got Comixology, so I can still buy, a book to read on the go later to get the physical copies. So definitely plan on probably doing that next week if stuff continues to get bad. So, like I said earlier, if you've not checked out my 700 800 subscriber giveaway and giving away this, check out the video that's on the channel. How to enter is in the description of the video. So please check that out. Check me out on Instagram, Berkfamily54comics. Both of our Instagrams are on there. And I appreciate everyone for joining us. Ryan, I appreciate you for joining us. Everyone stay safe. And remember, go Cats. We'll see you later.